So when in question, they are giving us a formula that we have never seen before. What do we do about that? Well, we have to understand what the letters represent. So let's read. A shop repairs clothes. The charge for a repair is given by the formula. So that means the charge. So that is the charge for the repair. So basically, if we give a clothes to repair, they're going to tell us that's how much you pay. Okay. And here they are saying where C is the charge for the repair in euro. H, so this 2H, is the number of hours it took to do the repair. Okay, fair enough. And then we have X, so another letter here, X. X is an extra hourly charge based on the level of difficulty of the work. Yeah, we can understand that's only fair if we are giving something to work and it's really, really difficult. Yeah, sure, they should charge us extra. And D is the discount rate. Oh, look at that, they are as well giving us discount. Maybe they like us and they are giving us discount. Let's see. Find the charge for repair. So we are looking for C. That means they are giving us other numbers. So let's just write the formula and we're going to replace the letters with the numbers given to us in this particular part. So let's see. For a repair, when it takes 3 hours, so we have the first value, H, so we remove H, and they are saying that is 3. So we put 3 in place of H to do the repair. An extra hourly charge, so X is 3.5. So we take 3.5, we remove that, and we remove X, and we put 3.5. And the discount rate, D, is 1.1. So now we're going to remove D, and in that place, we're going to put 1.1. And now we put that all in the calculator, and to 2 decimal place, we get 64.09. Okay, now let's have a look at next part. Find the value of X. Okay, so this time, I'm not looking for this C, I'm looking for this X. Okay, let me just write the formula again so that I can start replacing the numbers, the letters with numbers, plus X multiplied by H and then D. So I know that will remain my letter. So find the value of X when the charge for the repair is 76. So first information here, 76. The repair takes 4 hours, so not H, that's 4. So we remove H and we put 4. And the discount rate is 1.2. So we remove D, and this is 1.2. Okay, so there it is, our equation with one letter. Oh, sorry, let's move that a little bit. That's the next part. So with a letter, the rest are numbers. So where am I going with my calculation? I want to have letter on its own, numbers on the other side. Now, first, what you have to notice is this. This is what I have here. That's a number. All of that is on top of the fraction, that is one item. That's how we look at it. And then I have a number here at the bottom. So for now, that's because that's where my letter is. So I want that top of the fraction. The first thing we eliminate is bottom of the fraction. How do we eliminate denominator, the bottom of the fraction? We multiply. And if I multiply one side of the equation, I have to multiply the other side of the equation. So here, 1.2 divided, fractional means divide, by 1.2, that is 1. So this side of the equation, we have 1.2 multiplied by 76. And now on this side of the equation, I just have the top of the fraction. Of course, you can multiply 20 by 4. Now, next part, so where am I going? What are my items here? All of that is a number, and that's my next number, and that's when I have my letter. So first thing I'm saying, well, number goes to the other numbers. So this side of the equation, I have 1.2 multiplied by 76. Oh, I put it in the calculator and multiply. Then I'm moving this value to the other side. What will happen? It will change sign to the opposite. So positive will become negative. So I am almost there. I almost have X on its own. What's the last thing to eliminate here? Is that 4. So how do we get rid of multiplication? By dividing and dividing both sides of the equation. So now I have all numbers on the other side. I have X on one side, and now I can put all of that in my calculator, press equal, and I get the number that is 2.8. Okay, and then the last part of this question. In the formula for C above, D is, what does that mean? D is greater or equal 1. So it's 1, the smallest value or more. What impact would changing D so that D is less than 1 have on the charge for the repair? So what are they actually asking me? They are saying that if I change this number here, what will be the change in the overall cost? Now, that's difficult to just know by looking at the numbers like that. However, let's take our first example from here. The easiest way to do that is to look at a specific example. So let's look at our example here. So that's what we have in the first part. So in that first part, our D here indeed was greater than 1 because 1.1. So what will happen? They are asking to the charge. Where is the charge? That's where is charge. So when it was 1.1, that was the charge. What will happen if I change? They are saying what will happen if we change that discount to less than 1? So what value are we going to put? Let's pick a value. Let's say 0.5. That's what we're going to use. So again, we put that in the calculator, and what do we get? 141. So that will be the new charge. So I can see what will happen. If that number, as you can see, it will become less than 1, what happened? This number here goes up. So that means the charge will increase. That's how we know it. We have to look at specific number, and that's how we will know what will happen. Otherwise, it is difficult to just consider that without, specific examples.